Hello, hello. Today we are finally trimming this deck. This is the same deck I used some videos ago to demonstrate different markers as a sample. And now we are finally going to trim it. Okay, my station looks like a mess. Let's start by eliminating some tools. Let's start with this cutter, like 2-liter cute blades, having 2 blades. Okay, this one has new blades and cut really well, but it's not for tarot cards because the cutting leaves a little bend. Not good. Let's eliminate this one. Second cutter, I have this one. It's my first one. This one was really good. One point that I don't like is the grid line. It's too separate, but in general it was good. The blade is not sharpened. It's not sharp anymore. Then I stopped using this one because the last deck that I trimmed, I needed to fix the edges with a little scissor. Then this one, eventually I'll sharpen the blade eventually. Then I will not use this one. And finally, my trimmer, it's going to be this one. This is a Spellbinder. Now talking about corner cutters. I have this one for many years. It's also creative memories for my pictures, photos. I thought it was good. However, I used it only once, and I realized that the big corners are not good. If you can see here, I lost some. It's part of the title. Then this one, not anymore. Finally, I got this one. It is a Kadomaru Pro. Kadomaru Pro. Then I have the cutter. I have tape, pencil, and I will start by saying that before trimming the deck, it's better to you can test the size that you want. This one originally came with small corners. Then you can test the medium. And the large. I will not cut this side because I already marked it. Okay, now you see small, medium, large. Okay, you are seeing the whole card. Eventually the art will be smaller, and we can decide later. Normally I never use the large one. I love these two, small or medium. Then I'll decide later. Let's see. Things we want to to obtain after trimming our deck. First, we want to preserve the artwork as much as possible. Second, we want the edges to be straight and smooth. We want all of our cards to have the exact same size and shape, because we can, instead of having a rectangular, we can get some other shape. We have to make sure that all our corners are 90 degrees. Okay, that's important. Let's see. For cutting my cards, I normally do just a little mark on one of the sides, either the top or the bottom. However, when I reached to the 10 of cups, my deck was in order. I noticed something. It's less than 6 on the bottom and 7 on top. Therefore, for this deck, I make 2 marks on top and bottom. And now I'll show you. Okay, I mark almost all my cards. You see, here's different, or more than 1 inch. Then almost all my cards are already marked. Let's put them aside and let's show how I mark them. Okay, to mark the card, you need to place your ruler exactly where you stop seeing the artwork. You can see it, and then you mark both sides, top and bottom. Can you see it? Exactly where you stop seeing. Exactly where you stop seeing your artwork. Okay. Now you have to do the same for all your deck. Well, I already trimmed two cards and I was not recording. Now, I forgot to say that for marking my cards, I use mechanical pencil because the mark is sharper. Now, to cut your card, you have to make sure that the markings are just touching the border. Yes, it can. It seems like a slow process. It's not that slow. It's because I can get closer to the card while filming. Now make sure that you hold the card from the plastic part and from the card itself, because when you lower the blade, the card tends to move. Let's see. You see the border of the card, and now let's see the trim and the back. No artwork. Now that we trim that side, we can go on using the top guide to make sure that it's straight, and place it just touching the border. And in this part you can lower the blade a little to make sure that you will be cutting on the line. Hold it very well and lower the blade. Now you have two sides ready. Now let's go. Do the same for the whole deck. Remember, just two sides. And I'll see you later. After finishing those two sides, I'll be back. I'm back. Now we have all our cards trimmed on the right side and the bottom side. Now let's trim the left side. We need to choose the card with the slightly shortest. Okay, let me see if you can see it better. With the shortest artwork. They are mostly the same, if you can see, but there is always like slight difference. So you have to go very slowly through each one of them. I normally choose a little pack, and then choose from that one the shortest and compare with the rest of the deck. Now go on and choose your shortest one, and I'll do the same. As you can see, I already placed the card on my trimmer. I lower the blade just to touch the end of the artwork to use it as reference. Make sure you don't move it. Now I will use a small ruler, and I have two, and I will show you why. This one is much better. This one has a thickness of 2 millimeters, and this one it's have like an inclination. When you use this one and you lower the guillotine, the card moves, or might move if you don't hold it very well. Instead, this one, because it's thick, even if the guillotine moves, the card stays on place. Let's use this one. Okay, just make sure the card does not move, and you will place the ruler where you want the beginning of the card. Now I will not trust the shape of this ruler. Then I will use a square ruler here to make sure that my rule it's completely straight. Now that I know that my ruler is completely straight, I will fix it using tape. I moved it. I will have to shake it again. Oh yes, a lot of tape to make sure that it doesn't move. Now let's verify it again. Let's check the border. It's there. And the ruler, it's straight. Can you see the grid line? Now we're ready to start trimming the edge. I'm back. Maybe you notice it, but my ruler was not very straight. Then I fix it. Now you see that now, I don't know if you can see it, it's completely straight. Now let's do the cutting. Remember, place forget about the upper guide. Just follow the ruler, hold it very well, and trim. No, we will see. Now we have to trim the rest of the deck, just the left side. See you later. Okay, oh, let's trim another one before moving. Same size. Am I losing a lot of artwork? No. Okay, let's finish the whole deck. Remember, just the left side only. And see you later. Last 3 cards. Let's see. Like I said, if you set your ruler very well, the process is straightforward. Then now you have all your deck trim. Left, right, left, left, right, and bottom. Let's work on our top. Same process. Check for the card with the shortest artwork. Now in this direction is even harder because they are so similar. You see? Oh. go on. Now you go on and choose your shortest one. For cutting the top is exactly the same process. Make sure that the blade it's just touching the line, and make sure that your ruler is completely straight. And my card was temperance. I will use two guides, the top and the ruler, to make sure that my card stays in place. Top is gone. Okay, almost done. I kept this one to the end, Queen of Wands, so you can see there's details on top of the card, and I will show you before and after. Queen of Wands. There is always like the shadow of the artwork remaining or staying on the trimming, but it's minimized. Now my last 3 cards and I'm done. Okay, as you can see, my deck came out very cute, very nice, same size. I already decided which corner size I'll use, because if you can see on these cards, there's artwork on top on the corners that I want to preserve. Let's see. Sorry, small. Well, you have to be very careful. If you cut a bigger size, there's no way back. I've finished all my corners. I think that even medium size will look beautiful, but I don't dare to try. See you soon. I finished trimming my deck. It looks nice. All the corners look nice. Same size. Now I need to decide the color for the edges. You can see it on my next video. I will be using this one. Maybe the technique I use could be very detailed. However, when you have a deck that you really like and you want to preserve, I think being a little cautious, it's the best. When shuffling, you will not be altering your results. You will consistently, all the cards will have the same probability of going out. It's just a matter of energy. I wish you like my method. If you like it or not, please comment. Bye.